Alright everyone, welcome back to Kilwa. There was a break in between recording sessions here, and so I have taken a few years in between our sessions to do a little bit of cleanup. One, you'll notice we were having a ton of rebels, so we dealt with all the rebels for the most part, I say, with this red one glowing. But I've moved our armies into better positions to be ready for wars and to handle the rebels both here, and made sure all the marines are actually over here, where they are needed to be, over in this region. The other thing that I have done is I've moved our trade capital from here, up in the Zanzibar area, down to the Cape of Good Hope, because this is further downstream. All this trade is flowing in here. The other thing I noticed is that a lot of the Malacca trade was being shifted by our own merchant this way, down to the Cape of Good Hope. So that's part of the reason we were having economic trouble, is we were basically transferring our own trade past the place where we were collecting. So we have taken care of that. We've embraced a few technologies. I think we've taken a little bit of tech, but nothing crazy. The other thing I have been doing is making improvements to our trade investments over here, mostly increasing trade power, as well as which also gives a production efficiency. So trade power and production, as you can see, trade power much higher, production much higher. And so we're steering over here. In between sessions, I also managed to vassalize Katsina and Kanembornu, which are just pretty small little nations. Pretty small little nations, not significant. But they do have cores that I think will be useful, because we can give Kano, basically can feed Kano to our two vassals, though it appears that Kano has been guaranteed by Songhai, which is going to be a little bit, and they have a lot of allies, so they're going to be sort of an annoying nut to crack, potentially, but we'll get there little by little. I think that is everything, and so I think now we can move into position to declare some wars and get moving. Just refocusing as well on, like, what are we trying to do in this campaign at this point? Because we've already completed the mission tree. We completed the mission tree a while ago. And so what we're trying to do is, one, we're going to try to get the Board of Admirals government reform, just to explore that with our amazing admirals. We're also going to try to complete two achievements for Kilwa, one of which is converting all of Malacca and the Moluccas to your religion. The other one requires us to get one province, requires you to have Zanzibar, and then to get one province over here in India, which we'll probably do at some point along the way. So let's first take our next government reform. I think we are going to go for exploitation of the New World. This will give our colonial subjects a goods produce modifier, which is okay, but really the colonist, I think, is going to be the most useful aspect of that, because that will allow us to keep moving on our need to colonize over here. I believe we have already sent, yep, we've got a colonist on our way there. Let's go ahead and send one here, because I believe there's a lot to be gained from getting these regions up and running, because a lot of their trade is coming over here. And then once we're done getting those regions that are up for competition, we can internally colonize a lot of land here that nobody else can reach. So I think that will be very valuable. But with that, I think it is time. Oh, look, the Mbenza Congo. Reform progress growth, that would be nice. I think it's time now for us to put an end to them. They're allied with Kano. Well, isn't that convenient? Let's get ourselves in position for that. Let's put the crazy mega general on. We're going to take those boats over there. We've already got our army ready. Let's just let that boat land. Excellent. And then we will march our armies to the front, so we're ready to attack as soon as we go. All right, let's do this. Diplomacy, declare. It's going to bring in Kano. That's fine. We don't care. All right, let's see which way they walk. I want to try to get that army first if I can. Let's go ahead and march up there. Them being allied to the Congo is probably not a very good decision for them. Like they're running away. Is that what we're doing? Looks like they have no forts, so we can just walk in. Excellent supplies, lovely. See if we can just end this army. Where are they headed? Songo, let's do the same. Luba, can you handle this army? No, of course not. They're just letting them run around. Looks like we have sieged that. This general has 1 siege, this one has 1, so we'll just walk both of them over here. Don't think Kano has a significant army. Like, they are trying to train troops. Where are they going? They're just like wandering off. We're not rushing because we want to take out Kano because they have a much better alliance chain. This guy clearly is not a fast enough walker to keep up with whatever this general's got. Where are you going, sir? Oh, come towards them. Play a fun chase here. Already siege that. Let's walk around and siege the other one. This is a good general. Holy cow. I'm glad we have like 4 times the troops as they do. The local traders are needing a lot of aid here lately. We can take the next Miltech, but we are way ahead of time, so we will not do that. Alright. Where are we headed? Lalopa. Great. We can be there too. It's like we can finally end this army. No, they are faster than me, somehow. A revolt in Luanga. Well, that's okay. We're at least close nearby what we're trying to deal with. Maybe my vassals will deal with the rebels for me. It's a good hope, isn't it? No, of course not. The vassals have no interest in dealing with my rebels. This general, yeah, this general has more maneuver. So let's put this gentleman over there. Let's put our better maneuver gentleman in place over here. That we can maybe speed up and catch this guy. He just faked me out. He did. Alright, he is about to arrive here. Let's see if we can get there and end this. Finally, there we go. Not a great place to have a fight, but finally we can at least contact and knock them out. I will admit our generals leave something to be desired. Our admirals are insane, but our generals could use a little work. And we're going to have to come back up and deal with that. Congo is already ready to be out of the war. Well, that's convenient. That's a good place for a revolt to happen because we can just walk right back over and deal with that. Alright, let's march this army over here and deal with this. No more rebels there. Looks like they've done some weird walk completely halfway around the planet. That is not a good decision for you, sir, because we have an army too that can come over here to that fortress. He's claimed the Busogan throne. I feel like we just killed some rebels that were claiming that throne, so apparently everybody is it's a very exciting throne. Oh, Machu Picchu, interesting. This will give a benefit to Peru, which is cool for them, but not useful to me, so we're gonna just ignore that. But since we've already pulled off the war for a second, let's go ahead and put on some more trade improvements. As you can see, they're mostly already built over here. But we have, there we go, we'll build one there. We'll build one there. And I think that's all the trade company investments for the company depot. It's telling me I can build one somewhere, but I'm not sure where that somewhere is. That is done. The other one that will be helpful is to... This one gives the production and goods produced. So this is the other one that will greatly increase our money coming in. We're just going to layer that one down a little bit of everywhere, honestly. There we go, because we could use that. Truce with Persia is up, but we are not fighting Persia right now. Tariffs on fish? No, I don't think so. Good sir. Global trade, we're a little behind on, but it should be arriving here for us soon. Can't imagine, given all the ports and things that we have. General retires. Lose army tradition. Oh well, this one is actually close to us, so we do not care about that. Did y'all literally just march right past the rebels? Alright, we'll deal with this, then we'll turn around and deal with the other rebels. We have tons of prestige right now. And that's the end. They had a great general, but our army is like 10 times larger. So that is pretty straightforward. Let's look at that institution embracement. As you can see, it has appeared in several places and is growing. Global trade normally spreads pretty quickly. Economic policy, peace. We will not be reducing our mercantilism. No, thank you. Knowledge sharing with Persia. We get some more Diplo. Cool. Alright, let's hope we siege this down here soon. Portugal has rivaled me, which is not surprising, given that they have a lot of proximity to me. See if we can march in and take down another one of these. They did not even see those rise up, but we will not be having that. No, thank you, sir. Alright, fortresses. Time to... They're not on the coast, so I don't get my free naval barrage that I've gotten quite used to and like quite a bit. Alright, Siege of Kano is over, finally. Now let's send these guys in here. Or wherever they are. There, I want to hit that army again if I can. Dealt with that. And for a small nation, they have some pretty good fortresses. I probably should upgrade some of mine, honestly. Several of them are probably way behind. See, almost the end of them. So where they're running to. Come up here and help de-siege my own vassals' forts. Alright, we're so far ahead, I am going to use a little bit of cannonry here to move that siege along so this doesn't take so long. I'm not going to deal with the Congo's army. I am going to demand that my vassals actually do something useful. Next rebel uprising. Let's see where we're going to rise. The Delians. Yow. Kano is going to have a University of Kilwa. For some innovativeness, we'll take that. Siege of Kanam is over. Good. Let's come back over here, I think. They're slowly reinforcing, which will become a problem at some point. There's the revolt in Bonnie, which is not a huge deal because we were already coming down that way. Jolof? No, Jolof. Let's come deal with these. Whoa, 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 whoa. Spain has declared war on us. Okay, that is interesting. Spain has declared war. See if any allies want to join me here last minute. Nope, they would have joined beforehand. Alright, let's think about this. Where is the Spanish army? So I'm at war with Spain and Portugal and all their colonial possessions. We need to get the navy together. They have an army over here. Let's move the fleet. We need to group the fleet together and get more troops over here. Our navy is quite powerful, but it is a little ragtag. So let's go ahead and get... Oh, they've got some ships off our coast already. Let's go ahead and pump out some ships. There we go. They've probably part of the reason that they have attacked me is because I'm in this other war. Let's see what Spain is on. Miltech 17. We're on Miltech 16. Let's see if we can save a little bit of money, take tech, and then get onto the same military tech that they're on. Oh, that's not good. Where was that fleet going? Oh, that was probably the small trade fleet, maybe, that got crushed. Let's make sure these are on home at war. These ones are coming in. There we go. We've got the full army together. Or not the full army, but a substantial portion of the army. Let's group these two together. This is not a very powerful fleet. It's just 8 heavies and 40 galleys, which are fine over here. Alright, as soon as this ends, we will... There we go. Now let's see if we can end this with them. Diplomacy, sue for peace. We're going to return cores to Kanam Bornu. And then now we can see about returning a few things to Katsina. take that one because it will connect us to them. Then we will take some money and get them out. There we go. That's the end of that. Let's march this army out. Let's recruit another general. Let's get him onto these mountains to see if we can proactively start sieging over here. While we still have some amount of advantage that they're not linked up. We are also going to end the war with Congo now. We will take the last of their stuff. We will take their money. I think that will do it. And we will have them revoke cores on stuff so that there will be less issues with revolts later. There we go. We have ended that war successfully. There we go. Right, this army needs to come out. This is the really good general, so this is the one that we need to attach to here. Where's that Spanish army? What was the war? Spanish Kilwa Colonial War. Alright, let's let it tick forward. There we go, ended that. See if we need troops anywhere in particular. There we go. Let's bring them out to the coast. I'm not sure what their objective really is here. I see Spanish ships. I see a Spanish army. Let's put the mega general over here. Let's march with our troops forward. We should probably also equip a general. See ships here. They could land here. This army is probably the one that is least likely to see combat, because we can just fall back a little bit with it into the interior. And we will put a general, at least a general, not a great general, but a general on here. Let's ask it to upgrade the fleet. That way this fleet is actually blockade. Let's upgrade the fleet. We're gonna have to take this Diplotech even if it's early. We need to, yeah, we need to have this, well, it's mostly just cavalry stuff. It's not super useful, but let's go ahead and take it, just so we're on the same level they are. Yeah, there we go. I definitely do not want us to be behind on technology. Let's focus on this combat that is probably about to play out here. Revolts in Lagone. I don't think I care about those revolts, thank you, sir. They've got quite a lot of ships here. Alright. Let's get rid of these guys first, because I don't want them to reinforce. Excellent. We have successfully defeated them. That was a pretty tough battle, even though it was a small stack, so that makes me nervous about our ability to take down this larger stack. Let's detach these. I don't think they're going to be very helpful in combat. Yes, I figured they would take that, but they're going to take a straight crossing against me there. We're going to lose that, but it wasn't as bad of a fight as it could have been. Where are we running to? Way over there. Okay. I think we can use the terrain, though, to our advantage. To allow us to reinforce. We're going to take that siege ability. We have successfully taken down that. Let's come this way and help our vassal. Blockade. I think that's going to be helpful to us right now. Looks like our vassals are doing okay. We're taking some blockades, but not a whole lot else. It's like we need more troops against the Spanish here, but I think we can trap them and prevent them from engaging our army. Oh good, a revolt in Real, though they appear to have immediately walked into our neighbors' lands. Luba, you are the most useless vassal. They're constantly disloyal, but they never do anything useful in wars, has been my finding. Let's get over... Ooh, that is a very large army of Spanish Brazil that has managed to make its way over here. Do not like that. We're going to need more ships. We really should build more dockyards as well along here. Looks like I have a few here, so let's crank out a few more ships. Looks like they've been kind enough to take care of my enemies for me. Alright, let's pull the boats in. They're going to take these fortresses are unfortunately, I think they're actually taken from the folks I conquered. They're not actually my fortresses. Funny, the place where we had that huge revolt has decided that now they're very prosperous. They produce that, so we will go for production methods. There we go. We're pretty repaired. Let's go get reinforcements. They do not even have a general on that army. Alright, let's reinforce. We can bring some aid. Let's attach. Let's bring in the assistance. It's interesting that they're so effective against us, even though we are actually, I think, winning. Like, I think we have more troops in position. Let's see if we can bring this other army in here. And then we will come up here. This is a tight one. I'm not used to having to fight someone that's actually the same strength as me, but when Portugal and them double team you, it's pretty tough. Let's see if we can blow that fort down. When Portugal and Spain are double teaming you, that's a pretty tough war there. Take colony Panay in Asia. So that's what we need to get our hands on, is this province. Okay, so that's why the war score is sticking in their favor. And so it does make sense to concentrate troops here, take over the Philippines, and then that should allow us to win the war, especially if we can then bring our fleets over and sweep them out. So I'm going to pause here, but I will look forward to seeing you next time.